Bienvenue et merci d'avoir cliqué sur Dream & Co, le podcast.
Groupe mythique né dans les années 90, la musique d'Asian Dub Foundation est un mélange de fusion, de jungle, de bass dub, de guitare enragée aux couleurs sud-asiatiques et rap militant. Ils ont collaboré avec Radiohead, Sinead O'Connor ou encore Iggy Pop. À l'occasion de leur nouvel album Access Denied, le groupe était de passage à Paris pour un concert exceptionnel à la Cigale. Le guitariste et cofondateur du groupe, Steve Chandra-Saval, a choisi Dream & Co pour une interview exclusive juste avant de monter sur scène et à écouter maintenant.
Dream & Co. Interview.
Thank you for accepting just before the show in Paris to be in Dream & Co.
No problem.
How are you? How do you feel before the show?
Oh, a bit nervous. It's Paris, but it was fantastic to be back and playing in this venue and this part of town. So great.
What do you do before the show? Have you got some special things that you can say?
Coffee.
Lots of coffee. Yeah. So, how to introduce the group to someone who didn't know yet Asian Dub Foundation?
Wow, how do I introduce 28 years? I don't know.
To describe the sound of Asian Dub Foundation?
Well, I suppose it's got kind of heavy bass, it's up-tempo, exciting. It's a live band playing a mixture of drum and bass and reggae and South Asian music, India and Bangladesh, I guess. But it has live bass and live guitar as well, so it's a little different.
Yeah. In the 90s, you denounced the social injustice. Today, you release a new album, Access Denied. What's changed for you between the 90s and today?
Not much, really.
Is it worse?
No, it's not worse. It'd be silly to say it's worse, but it's definitely evolved. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, if you asked me a couple of years ago, I would say, oh, loads have changed and stuff like that. But now I look at it and I go, well, why is it that, these lyrics that were written 20 years ago, Fortress Europe, have actually predicted the future, literally to the year. Because it opens at 2022, in European order, robot guards patrolling the border. And that's what's happening. That is actually happening. They've built robot dogs to patrol borders in 2022. So, I mean, I don't know, and also the whole thing about Brexit and the Coming Over Here track that we did with the comedian, Stuart Lee. I mean, it's more sophisticated and more complicated, but...
Is it a sort of progress for you, or just a danger world?
I think, right, I can't say progress. It's different. I think the categories that maybe we thought in the mid-90s are very different. To be anti-racist was quite easy. It was like there was the anti-racist, the fascists, and then there was us. Anyone who was on our side versus the right wing. But I don't think it's like that anymore. I think it's very more complicated,
Yeah.
I see raindrops from the sky, the teardrops from my eye. A blessing to all humankind. Why is access denied? I see raindrops from the sky, the teardrops from my eye. A blessing to all humankind. Why is access denied?
The youth are the privileged have taken it for granted as it flows out their taps. They've always been suited. Elsewhere, people are walking miles. A bucket on the head, but yet you see them smile. Corporate companies, the modern slave masters, setting up base in third world corners. Profit from the land's resources. PR campaign, targeting the wealthy. The mountains on the bottles are just there to fool ya. All they done is run it for filters. In some places, it's a sign of status. Ice cold from the fridge and tasteless.
I see raindrops from the sky, the teardrops from my eyes. A blessing to all humankind. Why is access denied? I see raindrops from the sky, the teardrops from my eyes. A blessing to all humankind. Why is access denied?
Just a short step from a drought to a flood, yeah. Millions of people under the mud, crushing everything in its path. Have a little think when you're in the shower or the bath. Yes, the wicked ones will laugh. Force fed with materials and class, drinking out of broken glass. Make your way back from Mars, that's what the life. The sex, bling and bars, fast cars. They'll come down where we hard, leaving you scarred. More to life than sex, bling and fast cars.
I see raindrops from the sky, the teardrops from my eyes. A blessing to all humankind. Why is access denied? I see raindrops from the sky, the teardrops from my eyes. A blessing to all humankind. Why is access denied? Is it skin deep? Is it skin deep?
You as an artist, what is your role? Do you believe in the power of the music, maybe to change things?
Well, I can give you some good examples. I mean, and people ask this all the time. I can give you really strong examples where music has made a difference and continues to make a difference. You know, when we did sort of like exchange workshops in the favelas in Rio, what they were doing there was incredible. Those people's lives were changed by that. Or even in Mali, when I spent some time in Mali with the band in Arawan, the music that they've set up, they changed their country. Their music was used to organise a guerrilla army and it actually changed the political setup of the Tuareg region of Mali, right? So it really does. If you're looking more close to home, though it's gone bad again in Mali, but anyway, it shows you it's possible. I think I grew up in an England where people were really servile towards the royal family, right? You wouldn't believe it. You couldn't say anything against the Queen or whatever. You know, it was like... And then the Sex Pistols came out with God Save the Queen. And I'm convinced that the generation of teenagers, whatever, that bought that record, they had a much healthier attitude towards the royal family because of that record. You know, so I could come up with quite a few examples where music has actually made a serious difference. You know. Depends on the form, you know. Depends how you think about it, you know.
How you work this album, for example? Who decided? Who comes? Someone comes first with the lyrics and you work the music, or this is the music?
It's a good question, really. I think it depends on what track. Like say the opening, Can't Pay, Won't Pay.
Yeah.
That was an idea I had. I was quite interested in the beats behind trap, you know, the American trap music, and thought, well, let's try and do a song like that. I had a sort of sample of a Chennai Indian instrument.
Yeah.
I sent it to Dr. Das, and he didn't have his bass for some reason, so he did the bass line with his mouth, and that's how that started. Do you know what I mean? The opening sound is Dr. Das with his mouth going boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
because he didn't have his bass on him. So you know, things like that, happy accidents, and the lyrics. Well, that was one. That was "Can't Pay, Won't Pay" is actually a phrase it's around a lot nowadays, but it's actually from a play by an Italian Marxist playwright called Dario Fo.
Right.
That's where that title came from. And myself and Akhtar wrote that one together. It's quite an obvious theme. We shouldn't have to pay for all this stuff, you know. You shouldn't have to pay for other people's mistakes, you know, because it's all, you know, other people's, the rich's lives, you know. What else? I mean, some stuff was reworked stuff that had been hanging around, like things like New Alignment and Mind Lock were things that Dr. Das did. That was just bass and drums. Then myself and Nathan, we worked whole lots of guitar and flute, sort of slightly symphonic things over it, do you know what I mean? So, and they're instrumentals. I mean, Access Denied was very much Akhtar drove that one. He had a tune and I played the guitar over it, you know. Again, Oh no, that's on the album before. But Swarm was similar. It was an interesting one because, well, get technical. It's a dub reggae thing in a 3/4 timing, which is quite unusual. And that just came through jamming, you know. But the lyrics for that, I watched a nature program, and it was talking about, in nature, the highest form of collective intelligence is the swarm, you see. And what happens in Britain is that politicians, when they talk about immigrants, they talk about swarming immigrants coming in, you know? Really disgusting sort of terminology that they use. And so that was trying to turn around the idea of the swarm to be this positive thing. Might not make so much sense in French because you don't have that, you know, that negative thing of when politicians talk about a swarm of immigrants. Or maybe you do, but it's different words.
Different way, right?
Yeah. But, you know, it has that, the swarm is the highest form of intelligence in nature, you see.
Maybe it's the answer for my first question.
Right.
How to introduce Asian Dub Foundation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe this is a group, a music group, who wants to denounce open eyes for people, no?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. But we also want people to enjoy it while they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a party band as well, you know. It's jump up. It's
a melting pot of a lot of things.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. But it's excitement. I hope that we write music with a sense of drama, you know, and excitement, you know.
And
remember, a lot of our stuff, a significant portion of our stuff, is instrumental too. So, but we think the instrumentals say as much as the ones with lyrics.
yeah.
Here comes Bad News International, announcing another crash. Another backlash, can you hack that? Condition is critical. Got to stand up and say that we can't pay, we won't pay, no. Ooh, come on. Yeah. Can't pay. Won't pay.
Oh. Hey. Can't pay, we'll take it away. Won't pay, we're back another day. Get a rise when you get no rise. Tax on price, spin before your eyes. Can't pay, boom, bust it away. Won't pay, we never gotta say. Get wise to the wise men now then. Won't bail you out again. Wake up, sell that with a smile. Guaranteed no credit denial. Teeth like crocodile, name on a file. End up on Jeremy Kyle. A must-have item you don't need. Small print that you never read. In the middle of a stampede, fall to your knees. Hit the words of the ghetto
Here
creed.
comes Bad News International, announcing another crash. Another backlash, can you hack that? Condition is critical. Got to stand up and say that we can't pay, won't pay, no. Ooh.
Can't pay, we'll take it away. Won't pay, we're back another day. Get a rise when you get no rise. Tax on pie, spill before your eyes. Can't pay till you fix that leak. Won't pay, can't wait another week. Nowhere to drop your beak, you peak, you're an antique. Don't speak, rising prices, handle devices, no surprises. Midlife crisis, roll the dices. Gemini Pisces, 7 deadly vices. Pay a pound in flesh, never enough, no break, no rest. Putting our soul to the test, coming from Bangladesh.
Here comes Bad News International, announcing another crash. Another backlash, can you have that? Condition is critical. Got to stand up and say that we can't pay, we won't pay, no. Can't pay, won't pay, no. Can't pay.
And to finish, maybe have you got a message? You want to say something for French people, for Dream & Co, for me, for my
just
family?
thank you for all the support that the French people have given us over so many years. It's always been our second home.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
and have
okay.
a good show tonight.
Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.
Hands up if you're a citizen of nowhere and you're not scared. It's not a yes or no
from under our nose. They stole the future as though nobody knows. Stole the future while we looked the other way. Now we heading for darker days. They stole the future shouting louder than us. They stole the future, we forgot who to trust. They stole the future, they left us in the dust. It's a bust. Walking all over the dreamers, they're messing up true believers. When all out to deceive us, got sent to the cleanest Jesus. Self-deception, not that tension, so many hate not to mention. Spread infection, disconnection, misconception. What? B to the R to the E to the X to the I to the T, why didn't you guess? S to the E to the A to the B was a contract. Here comes the mess. B to the R to the E to the X to the I to the T, no amnesty. S to the E to the A to the B, dispersity. It's a travesty. They stole the future right from under our nose. They stole the future as though nobody knows. Stole the future while we look the other way. Who's to blame? Go home with a bolter, cause everyone here is a foreigner. Black or brown conspirator, they divide the cocker. I hear still my brother and sister, still in the fight together. Shooting hope fight still exists, you know when monsters is like this.
Hands up if you're a citizen of nowhere and you're not scared. It's not a yes or no answer.
Be prepared, because they're stealing the future.
Revelation.
Stealing the future.
Abonnez-vous à Drib & Co, c'est gratuit.